You know, I recorded the Just a Man video like 2 days ago, and I was thinking about it because I took a 3 week break in between the first and second video. And I'm like, I don't want to do that again. Let's just make these videos. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Full speed ahead. And yes, I did only say that to make that pun, and I like it, so I'm gonna keep it in the video. Welcome everybody to Deconstructing Epic, the show hosted by a 16-year-old who thinks he's funny, but really just makes cringy YouTube videos. Today though, we're going over one of my favorite songs in Epic the Musical, Full Speed Ahead. Song number 3, We Got This. I was actually thinking for a while about how exactly to go about analyzing this song from a music standpoint, because when you think about it, there's not really much that happens in Full Speed Ahead, at least musically. But I thought about it, and we're introduced to two main characters in this song, Polites and Eurylochus. And what I was thinking about is they have their own music. Just like how Odysseus has his music, Odysseus is represented by the guitar. We're going to learn how Odysseus and Polites have their own type of music. And we'll get to that once we really dive on into Full Speed Ahead. So let's just play the song and see where this takes us. It's got that drum roll intro. These really rhythmic, deep sounding drums. Got some waves in the background. And also there's a nylon guitar.
600
and fittingly, Odysseus comes in.
600 men under my command, with only one goal in mind.
Make it back alive to our homeland.
600 men, 600 miles.
Also, something I want to point out here is in the background of Odysseus singing this, there's like a mix between a choir and like a strings ensemble. It's at least what it sounds like. But listen to like the notes that it's singing.
My command,
With only one goal in mind, make it back alive. Here comes in.
600 men, 600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance.
What notes were those? Da da da. It kind of drops out, but that pattern, da 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 da. We've heard that pattern before. Actually, in The Horse and the Infant, it was one of the first things we heard. Let's see it in Horse and the Infant.
All right, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make.
And then we hear it later in Horse and the Infant.
Growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again.
Yes, sir!
Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the guards.
I remember pointing that out in the Horse and the Infant video. But we've heard that melody before. What does it mean? What do you think? Well, the context in Horse and the Infant was like he's hyping his men up for this danger, and it was played on this electric guitar, right? So it's got to be related to Odysseus, right? But now in Full Speed Ahead, there's kind of this choir aspect and these strings. I mean, we heard strings in relation to Penelope and a little bit with Telemachus when Odysseus was thinking about them, but there's also a bit of a choir aspect, so I don't know. I mean, I do know, but you guys don't know yet. We'll see in song number 5. I'll talk about it more there. But yeah, let's just keep going. Where were we? Yeah, let's go back a second.
Get back alive to our homeland.
600 men, 600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance,
It's what lies in between.
and Ithaca's waiting. My kingdom is waiting. Penelope's waiting for me. So full speed ahead.
And now we know why the song's called Full Speed Ahead. Because they're trying to get home to the Ithaca, as fast as possible so they can see all their families. It's pretty simple, honestly. But we're about to meet someone.
Captain
Eurylochus.
600 men.
600
It's something interesting. Eurylochus comes in and he says, Captain, and then immediately the choir comes up and just says his name, Eurylochus. Hear that again. Holy Another thing interesting is after Eurylochus comes in, he immediately repeats what Odysseus was saying. Odysseus is obviously the leader of this group, so if Eurylochus is copying him, he must also be in some position of power. And we'll learn later in the song that Eurylochus is Odysseus' second in command. And the music kind of like mirrors that with Eurylochus and what he's seeing, which is cool. But also, after Eurylochus sings 600 men, just like how the choir came in and chanted Eurylochus' name after he said captain, the choir comes in again after
600 men,
600 men,
600 men with big mouths to feed. And we've run out of supplies to eat.
curse the war of food stores depleted.
something I haven't really thought about until just now is what Eurylochus is bringing up. He's bringing up a problem. 600 men with big mouths to feed, and we've run out of supplies to eat. And then the choir, which is Odysseus' crew, comes in, curse the war, our food stores depleted, like kind of complaining. They are a bit no, Eurylochus is kind of the voice of the crew, which is why the choir, I should say, is singing behind Eurylochus. And so just like how with Odysseus he had the guitar as his instrument, with Eurylochus we kind of see it as the choir, not necessarily an instrument per se, but the choir, as Eurylochus is the voice of the crew. And let's keep going.
600 men,
600 men,
600 reasons to take what we can. So Captain, what's the plan?
Captain, what's the plan?
Watch where the birds fly.
Watch where the birds fly.
And Odysseus immediately takes charge, and the crew is with him now. Really cool how the crew like switches between Eurylochus and Odysseus based on who is like talking at this moment. Because even though Odysseus has the guitar as his instrument, he's still the leader of the crew, the choir, as you could say. And so they follow him just as much as they follow Eurylochus. But Eurylochus brings up how there's this problem. We have 600 men, they're hungry, we have no food. What are we going to do? And Odysseus says something pretty smart. Watch where the birds fly. They will lead us to land. I mean, that's pretty smart. I wouldn't know. I don't sail the ocean. But, you know, it's cool.
Where the birds fly.
Watch where the birds
They will
fly.
lead us to land. There will hunt for food, my second in command.
So Eurylochus is Odysseus' second in command. This is such a cool part here where
Now for speed ahead.
and especially just like what we were saying with Eurylochus in the choir, Eurylochus comes in with we're up, we're off, and away we go. And then immediately the choir joins him.
Captain Polites.
New voice. And Odysseus just said it there.
Captain Polites.
Polites.
Look, there in the distance.
But listen to the
I see
music
an
when
island.
Polites
I see
is
a
singing.
light that faintly glows.
Let's go back there for a second.
Captain Polites. Look, there in the distance.
Everything goes
I see
down.
an island.
And
I
we kind of
see
hear
a
that
light
choir
that
string thing
faintly
there.
glows. Maybe there be
Listen to that.
Polites. Look, there in the distance. I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows. Maybe there are people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food. Who knows?
It's really weird, and there's a lot of mixed harmonies in there, so you can't really hear it too well, but it's definitely there. And Polites is looking and seeing the solution. Look, there in the distance, I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows. Very interesting to note here. Polites sees an island, he sees a light, and what does he assume?
Maybe there are people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food. Who knows?
He has no idea if they're actually going to be friendly, but he has this positive mindset to him. Maybe they're people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food. Who knows? But then Odysseus comes in skeptically,
Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
And then Eurylochus comes in with another like option of what to do.
Say we strike first.
Just a
I
second.
see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's break the place and...
No.
Eurylochus immediately goes to, let's just go. We don't have any time to waste. We're pretty much out of food. We have 600 starving men, kind of starving. We have 600 hungry men. Let's just go and take what we can. Doesn't matter. Kind of like what Eurylochus said earlier. 600 reasons to take what we can. Gosh, that was low. 600 reasons to take what we can. Sorry. Anyways. But yeah. So we have this contrast here. We have Polites, who's very, who thinks very positively, and then we have Eurylochus, who's just like, let's just do whatever we have to do. Let's just get it done as efficiently as possible. And after Eurylochus says this,
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's break the place and...
No. Polites, gear up.
Odysseus
You and
declines
I'll
him.
go ahead.
You and I'll go ahead.
We should
Also, it's interesting. After Odysseus says, you and I'll go ahead, Polites backs him up. You and I'll go ahead. Because Polites follows and trusts Odysseus. Just like how the entire crew trusts Odysseus.
Polites, gear up. You and I'll go ahead.
You and I'll go ahead.
We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now full speed up.
Listen to that little exchange there. So Eurylochus offers this potential solution. Let's just go in there, take whatever. And Odysseus declines. No, Polites, gear up. You and I'll go ahead. We should try to find a way no one ends up dead. But Eurylochus comes in.
We don't know what's ahead.
Perfectly said, Eurylochus. Like, Eurylochus is really looking very skeptically at the situation and trying to deduce what course of action would be best for the crew. What course of action is certain to work, well, at least most likely to work. And let's just do that. And Odysseus says, give me till sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Just like, if being nice doesn't work, burn the place down. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I just find that kind of funny.
600 men can make this whole place burn. Now full speed ahead.
Listen to these harmonies here.
Full speed ahead.
It's so good.
Full speed ahead.
We're off and away we go.
And of course, the choir coming in to back up Odysseus there.
We're off and away we go. Full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead.
I'd just like to point out that when Odysseus belts that top note, that's a B flat. I'm pretty sure that's a B flat, which is insane. Holy cow. Jorge, not only is he an amazing composer, he has an amazing voice. But then we finish the song off with, and we hear those waves because they're on the water. Where are they exactly? Because they're leaving the city of Troy. They're leaving the city of Troy and they're heading back to Ithaca, which is just an island in Greece, I'm pretty sure. I'm not familiar with like ancient Greek geography or something. Where is Troy? I feel like I heard that it was in France. I heard that somewhere. I have no idea if it's true. Actually, I'm just going to research it right now because I can and I don't care. Oh, it's in Turkey. Oh. Whoever told me it was in France was way off. Oh, so they're just sailing from Turkey to Greece. That's not that far. That's not that far. What's the distance from Troy to Ithaca? 550 nautical miles. Come on! Odysseus said 600 miles. That's over exaggerating it. Come on. Wait, it says nautical miles. What's the difference between nautical miles and regular miles? Gosh, sorry, I just have to do this. Nautical miles to miles. So 650. Oh, not 650, 550. Okay. 550 nautical miles is 632, basically 633 miles. So actually 600 miles was underestimating. Learn something new every day. But back to the music. So we have these characters, right? We have Odysseus, we have Eurylochus, and we have Polites. Eurylochus is very skeptical, trying to be very efficient in what he does. Polites is very open-minded. He's very optimistic. Optimistic is a really good word. But also, when we heard Eurylochus's music, it feels very heavy, right? And the choir's backing him up, and it's a very deep choir. Listen to this. It's very heavy. It's very down here. But then when Polites is singing, listen to his music.
Look,
Everything drops out, and it's just this. We hear the waves in the background. All those rhythmic drums, they've gone away. There's no choir, there's nothing heavy. It's all very light, it's all very up here. And so, even musically, we see this very big difference, very big contrast between Eurylochus, which is deep and dark and heavy, and Polites, which is light and up here. And Odysseus is kind of somewhere in the middle. He shares his music, at least in this song, shares those rhythmic drums, and he has that nylon guitar playing. But also, with what he says, he agrees to go along with Polites' plan, but if it fails, burn the place down. Those were Odysseus' words. But I think we'll find out a little bit more in next song exactly how Odysseus' mindset is transforming throughout at least this first saga, the Troy Saga. The Troy Saga has 5 songs. Warrior of the Mind is the last one. Next song is Open Arms, which is just Polites' song. It's so good. We're going to have a lot to talk about in that song. But yeah, let's listen to the song all over again, and I'll send you guys off. Let's go.
Men, 600 men under my command, with only one goal in mind:
Make it back alive to our homeland.
600 men, 600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance,
It's what lies in between.
and Ithaca's waiting. My kingdom is waiting. Penelope's waiting for me. So full speed ahead. Full speed ahead.
Captain, Eurylochus, 600 men. 600 men. 600 men with big mouths to feed. And we've run out of supplies to eat. Curse the war of food stores depleted. 600 men. 600 men. 600 reasons to take what we can. So Captain, what's the plan? Captain, what's the plan?
Watch where the birds fly.
Watch where the birds
They
fly.
will lead us to land.
They will lead us to land.
There will hunt for food, my second in command. Now full speed
We're up, and away we go. We're up, and away we go. We're up, and away we go.
Captain,
Polites,
look! There in the distance, I see an island. I see a light lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food, who knows?
Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's break the place and...
No, pull the T's, gear up. You and I'll go ahead.
You and I'll go ahead.
We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise, and if we don't return,
Then 600 men can make this whole place burn.
now full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead.
We're up, we're off, and away we go.
We're up, we're off, and away we go. We're up, we're off, and away we go. We're up, we're off, and full speed ahead.
It's an amazing song. It's one of the best in the entire show. Musically, it doesn't really have too much besides just opening up, but not opening, introducing us to Eurylochus and Polites. But yeah, that's full speed ahead. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment if you have any thoughts. Please, please comment down below. It helps with the the YouTube algorithm stuff a lot. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys next video for Open Arms, which is Polites' song. It's one of the best in the entire show. It's so good. But I'll see you guys. What am I even trying to say? I'll see you guys in that video. Peace out.